In today's interest rate markets, let's take a look at the 10-year note futures as they're experiencing some further selling pressure today. 10-year note futures trading back down towards the recent lows, which correspond with 3-month lows as well. Now, last week we did see a closing low of 109.16, which is the lowest close since the end of November. Currently priced at 109.20, so holding just above those lows from last week in today's price action as we are realizing some selling pressure again today on heavy volume, both in the March futures as well as the June futures. And looking at some of the driving factors, really it appears that the focus is on the Fed once again this week as Fed officials continue to push back and push out the expectations as far as interest rate moves throughout this year. And therefore, the markets are again reacting to those narratives and those talking points from several Fed officials. Couple that with what appears to be some repositioning ahead of the inflation data this week. We have a couple of big inflation points later this week, highlighted by the PCE data, I believe, on Wednesday and Thursday as well. And that's the Fed's preferred measure of inflation. And coming off of some higher inflation prints the last couple of weeks, the market is going to be very focused on that as far as the expectations of the Fed moving forward. Now, looking at the general price action today, the yields, we're seeing a 10-year yield that is up 4 basis points today to 430 basis points. So we're regaining that 30 handle in the 4 handle as well. So 430 currently in the yield on the 10-year yield. Also, the yield curve is shifting higher pretty much across all the different durations from the short-dated bills all the way out to the long-dated bonds as selling pressure persists and seeing it really work its way through the market. Basically from the 2-year all the way out to the 30-year today, where we're seeing yields higher by 3 to 4 basis points across the entire curve. And as I pointed out, heavy volume as well. It does appear there's some rolling of positions taking place this week as we are seeing March futures very active, but we're also seeing a big pickup in interest in the June futures as we move towards March expiration.